Hi, and welcome to my channel. This is the first video it's gonna be on my channel, so I hope you guys enjoy it. Please, if this is your first time watching, support and like my channel and subscribe. The first video ever is gonna be the Turkish baklava. Who does not like a Turkish baklava that is just tastes perfect, super easy to make with very few ingredients and super easy way and taste just perfect. So watch this video, make sure you subscribe like I said. All the ingredients will be in the description box below this video. To make this beautiful recipe, crunchy baklava, first we start off with our uh, ingredients. We need butter, ghee, and oil. I used half a cup of butter, 1/3 cup of oil, and 1/3 cup of ghee. Ghee is not very important, so you can replace it with butter. Boil it until you see the white stuff on top. Remove it from the stove and try to get rid of the white stuff that you see on top, because this is milk is left over from the milk, and this may cause your baklava to have a black spots on it and it doesn't look good. So make sure you get rid of it, remove it with a spoon or strainer, so whichever is easy for you. And set it on the side, and let's start making your baklava. For any nuts you can use, I use raw pistachio, not salted. And for baklava, I'm using pastry fillo dough. It's famous, it's found everywhere. I'm using number 4. It has usually numbers, so make sure you get number 4. Get 2 sheets of the baklava, or the sheets, and make sure you cover it so it doesn't dry out while you are working on the first one. If it dries out, it's going to be really hard for you to work with it, so make sure you cover it on the side and put the 2 sheets on your counter and start making your baklava. If it's damaged a little bit, make sure you can cover it, but if it's very damaged, try not to use it and use a fresh baklava. Now we apply the nuts. Very simple and easy step. Just with your spoon, put the amount that you desire. I desire this amount. We don't want to add extra because you don't want it to come out from your baklava and damage your sheet. And the trick is here. I'm gonna be using my window stick, the one I close the window with. It's a piece of plastic, very soft, and I'm gonna roll. Of course, I cleaned it and I washed it before I use it. So I'm gonna roll my baklava on it, and I'm gonna roll it with tightening the sides of the sheet. If it breaks with you, be gentle, please. So try to be gentle and roll it easily and smoothly until you roll the whole sheets up around the stick. And now we're gonna hold the 2 side, and we're gonna squeeze it in to get this nice shape. And use any oven tray to put your baklava inside, your baklava stick inside, and continue doing until you finish the whole sheet. Make sure you use all the sheets that you have outside, because they're gonna dry out and you will not be able to use them later. Continue on until you finish. There's approximately 28 sheets in every 450 gram of phyllo dough, so it makes around 12 to 13 stick of baklava. So it's up to you, but don't use more than 2 sheets at a time. And now add your butter slowly on top of each one, or just pour it down to the baklava. It is super easy to make. It will be ready in 30 minutes, and you will taste delicious baklava ever. Better than store-bought baklava because I can never buy them from the store. Make sure you wet all your baklava stick or pieces so it doesn't dry with you. And before baking it, you must cut it just any shape you like. So I try to cut it as a finger size so it can be just done with one bite or two bites. This is completely optional, but you have to cut it before baking it because if you cut it later on, it's gonna break. So you should cut it while it's on this time. Or if it's gonna be giving you a hard time, you can put it in the fridge for 1 hour and then take it out, cut it, and then place it in the oven. For your oven, I preheated the oven at 375 degree and I placed it in the oven around 35 minutes to 40 minutes until I got the golden color that I like. If you want it more golden from top, you can broil your baklava to get the nice color. Now for the sugar syrup, we make it at home. It's super easy. We add 2 cups of sugar and 1 cup and third water. It's very important to keep the measurement the same. You add and then you turn on the heat. When it starts boiling a little bit, you add like a half teaspoon of lemon juice. Make sure it is just lemon with no water, and make sure you don't need to stir or do anything. Just let it boil by itself. It will take you 10 to 7 minutes to boil. When you start seeing big bubbles and small bubbles, your sugar syrup is ready to go. Now this is ready. So we remove it from the heat and we put it on the side. Your syrup should be warm when you add it to the baklava, and your baklava should be super hot when you add your syrup to it. So both of them should be in like one hot and one warm. And you pour your sugar syrup right away. This is so much fun. It sounds so much nice. Look at the bubbles around. It is so delicious. Of course, I don't recommend eating it right away, but you can. Wait an hour or 2 hours before you eat, and then enjoy the most delightful, crunchy baklava you ever have. I'm telling you, this is gonna be better than the stores. I hope you like this video. Please support and subscribe. Thank you for watching and have a good day.